Welcome, 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 welcome back to the Steady Show. I started breaking news reviews yesterday on the Steady Show, and I am going to continue. We have great news for the JLP team. Marky G is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Golding is losing in the polls, and we got to talk about it on the Steady Show. We are not going to allow time to pass, and we don't come out here and talk about the fact that Mark Golding is losing in the polls. So we have some scathing remarks from commentators. We are going to talk about it. Scathing remarks regarding Mark Golding. Mark Golding is not making the headways as he would have hoped, carrying all this nonsense, using the Integrity Commission as political pawn, talking about corruption in the country, going around the country for the last 4 years, campaigning on anything and everything except sound political policies in order to win over Jamaicans. So the latest Blue Dot polls, they are out, and it's not looking good for Mark Golding. Now, Mark Golding has made some marginal improvements in terms of how he is viewed, in terms of his work rating, job rating, but it's not good enough because it's always been low. So I'm coming to report this piece of news because we have to get the information out there that Mark Golding is absolutely losing in the polls, and this is an indication of what is going to happen come election day. So big up to everybody that is there right now. You see me, I said to you, let me see what this person is saying right now. Somebody said 53 seat on them. Big up yourself. Carlos, big up to everybody that is there watching now. On a welcome forward and come in and let us start. Big up yourself, Lloyd Riley. Let's see what this person right here is saying. Okay, I'm not sure what that person is trying to say. Why Jamaican? Okay, Miles, we are not on that today. So, Miles, we're not on that today, Miles. So, you understand me? We're not going to do that today. Miles, we talk about politics on this show. If you want to talk about other stuff, you gotta go to some other channel, all right? So, big up yourself, same way. Thank you for passing through, everybody that is there on a rock and come in. Let us talk about what's happening in the poll. Let's hear what the commentators are saying about Mark Golding. Remember, you know, when PNP ready, PNP, they come out and they talk a bag of things about JLP, and they don't care if it's true or not. Big up yourself, Anthony C. Mister in the building. Jamaica 87 says I'm early. That's a good thing, my friend. You understand me? Hey, Jamaica 87, I decided to come and talk about this, you know, because we cannot afford to let every chance that PNP get, they are out in the media, on social media, in the traditional media, on TVJ, the Gleaner, and everywhere. And they come and, even when they're not true them I tell, they come and they tell you all kinds of things about the JLP. So we're not going to let anything distract us from what's going on with the PNP and the fact that Mark Golding is not looking great in the polls right now. So we want to look at a couple of things. So I want to say welcome to everybody that is there. Make sure you go ahead and you hit the like button. Also, if you're new to this, remember, I cannot tell who is there if you don't let me know. So go ahead and drop a comment. If it's even just a show of labor rights, if you are a labor right, go ahead, drop a comment, put something green, put the bell there, the Jamaican flag, one love Jamaica, saving Jamaica, choose Jamaica. Put it in the comment. Let us hear what you're saying right now. Somebody say, we need to put on the real pressure now and bring it home with a resounding victory. I like that comment. Big up yourself for that comment. That was from Vibe True Health. Delion says, landslide. Shireen Levy is greening up the chat. Mike is saying, big ups. Sawyer Nolan said, bless up steady. Bless up same way, Sawyer. Make sure that you hit the like button. One of the reasons I'm doing this, family, is that I want us to get used to the idea of talking about what's happening in the politics. We are not going to necessarily come out here and deliver a very long show, but we want to put it out there because guess what? Yes, you may have seen the news already on Nationwide or wherever else they report it, but this is YouTube where the information is distributed all over and you never know who we may reach. So this is what you call political messaging. I forward and I talk about it. Yeah, I don't always notify people that may forward live because as me say, if it is 1, 2, or 3 of us in here, I'm still going to have the show. Because when we talk truth, the truth doesn't need a crowd. But I'm seeing a lot of people right now loading up in the chat. And so I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. So let us look at a couple of things that we want to look at as it relates to what is going on in the politics right now. Margolin is in absolute trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Notice he went. I don't know if him go behind any back a wall and he said anything about Andrew Holness's ratings yesterday, but we know that he's losing in the polls. And JLP people, we need to talk about it. Make sure you share up the live. Somebody said Mark Golding is worried. He regrets his lies. Carlene Edwards, I like that comment, but Carlene, I really wonder if him regrets him lies. I really wonder. I can't believe that he may have regretted his lies because of how it is hurting him right now. But you see, I'm glad you made that comment because you see, this is how Mark Golding expects to get away with winning an election. Come and tell all manner of lies on the Prime Minister and whoever. The other day, just disrespect Dr. Michelle Charles, talking about she has no class. You know, as bad as things be, in our politics, the real Jamaican man them always stay clear of disrespecting and insulting our ladies or our women. Some talk, no, I truth me, I tell her a lie. Even though PNP has been a terrible party over the years, they have always stayed away from insulting our women and talking bad about them and to them. But no, not Marky G. Marky G believes that his royal privileges allows him, his British privileges, you know, we don't want to sound like racist. He believes that his privileges that he's been enjoying from in the 90s, way before we know who Mark Golding was, him believe that it's okay. So him go forward on a stage as somebody trying to win an election, somebody who's new to politics or to the leadership in the politics, new to being at the helm of a major political party, yet him forward on the stage and him disrespect. She have no class. And what did she do? Just because they talk truth. Somebody is with me. Dylan is saying talk truth steady. Thank you. I appreciate it when people, you know, affirm or at least give me some feedback whether you agree or you disagree. Cindy said Mark Golding is talking about Mrs. Charles have no class. Wonder if him think about him wife. Oh my goodness. And you see, It's a fair question, and as I said before, as a man, as men, we try to stay away from insulting or disrespecting our women. That is not something that we practice over the years in our politics. We understand that man to man, we can say something and you might not like it, and a man says something over here, so and then it gone. And even to expand on that point, over the years, politicians, they're in parliament and they say all manner of things in parliament. But as we know, a lot of these politicians, they do party together. A lot of them, they are friends. And just today we saw, and by the way, big up to the Honorable Edward Siaga. Today would have been his birthday, the 28th. You understand me? So we can pick him up right now. So happy birthday to Edward Siaga, the Honorable Edward Siaga, former Prime Minister, and the big man in JLP, who has set a great foundation for what is happening right now. You understand me? Happy birthday. Big up. We saw them today dancing. Babsy Grange did it. Brownberg did it. Andrew Holness did it. Kamina Johnson is there. Because as we understand that as Jamaicans, when it comes on to certain events, we get together and we party, dance together. You heard what our brother said the other day. Father Trent, him say, him believe that we still should be able to have a drink together. But no, Mark Golden, because Mark Golden has no other appeal to the Jamaican people. Mark Golden decides that him can come and disrespect the Prime Minister. No, he has moved beyond that, and he's disrespecting the Michelle Charles, a doctor, a lady who's packed up her practices and forward on the scene just to come and serve our country. And so there is no wonder why he is not gaining traction. And everybody know who him are gaining traction with. The older people them. The same people them who feel say because Mark Golden is white, he should be the leader. So we're going to talk about a couple of things because I have some news items I'm going to play. So we're going to look at some items. We have it right here. Job approval. So job approval increased, but not by a significant margin. And as Dr. Nadine Spence said, he's not connecting with the people. The people don't know Mark Golden because Mark Golden has not made himself relatable. How many times we see bloggers and we see pictures on social media of poor regular Jamaicans hugging up Mark Golden and Mark Golden having a look of scorn on his face. And yet, he wants to come and lead a country of people that he hates and he has no respect for. Make sure you hit the like button. I know that when I put out a thumbnail like this, the comrades, the scamrades, you understand me, they are going to forward and they're going to watch, but they're not going to hit the like button. But if you're a JLP and you're here, make sure you hit the like button. Let's look at what the people are saying in the comment section. Why is Mark Golden? Where is Mark Golden's wife? Somebody, she is hardly on the stage with him. You see, Mark Golden, just from his behavior alone, you can tell that he's not the kind of man who is going to, show a lot of regard for his wife. He acts as if he's not proud of his wife. So Mark Golden is here, showing that he's not connecting with the regular people. Yet, we've heard of all manner of stories why Mark Golden probably got married, and we don't know everything surrounded that, so we can say allegedly, but Mark Golden is so interested in power that, based on his past deeds, clearly he decided saying go married to Sandra. No, you're married to a beautiful daughter of the soil, but you don't show that you're proud of you don't show that you're proud of her. I'm sure that the great Pernell Charles is proud of his daughter. We know that Pernell Charles Jr. is proud of his sister, Dr. Michelle Charles. And, what name again? Fenton Ferguson. What has Fenton Ferguson done for St. Thomas? Why is it that the PNP hates to hear the truth when people tell them, listen, Dr. Andrew Holness decided to do his job and do it the right way, and now Jamaicans love him and they're praising him for it. Why you not hate Dr. Andrew Holness? Why are you all upset? Because you have failed to do work that you can be respected for. You see what I say? Let's hear what the people are saying in the comments, because I can't be alone. Mr. Raffington, big up himself same way. Him say, imagine this old British man coming here and disrespecting our female MP. All she did was speak the truth. That's what we're talking about. So Dr. Nadine Spence said a lot of things about him, and I don't want to stay long, so we probably should just jump right into some of that stuff right now. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's hear what some commentators are saying or what they've said about Mark Golden. It's not looking good for him, and let him deal with it. Yeah? So let's hear what she has to say.
There's a way about Mark Golding as well, and the way he speaks. I don't know if I'm the only one, but
you're not the only one.
It doesn't ring authentic to me. Yes, he's trying to connect to the masses because he's coming, he has a deficit, he doesn't look like the rest of us. And so he's trying to show Jamaicans that he's a part of it. But it has also led to some inconsistency in his own personal brand and how he carries that message. I think, there is a whole lot of unknown about him. We don't quite know him, even though he's done so much, I think, to get people to say this is who he is, and he connects to the Jamaican people, and he's a part of Jamaican. His grandparents were born here, I think people still don't know him. He still remains a kind of a mystery. People are not sure what to think about him. People haven't made up their minds about him.
So after 4 years, Mark has remained a mystery to the people. Because here he is, wanting political power, with the past that we've heard of, where FinSac is concerned, is not good. We've seen paperwork about Mark Golden benefiting from off the backs of poor people who lost their businesses due to the high interest rate policy. Then they came up with this receivership company named FinSac. And Mark Golding was in DB&G. They set up DB&G right at a time when there was a financial meltdown taking place. All of a sudden, them raised must say $1 million, start up DBG. And according to the records, they were there doing business, acting as government intermediaries when FinSac was supposed to be a government intermediaries, doing business on behalf of the government, getting big cuts out of it. And then when they finish, they turn around and they lend money to the government, and they collected off the high interest rate policies. So the high interest rate policies effectively put the people them out of business, and then the rich tapenaris them that Mark is working for, they were able to come and buy up those businesses for 5 cents on the dollar. And Mark Golden was one of those individuals. We saw it in the case with Billy Craig. And yet, when Mark Golden, set up DBG, Audley Shaw was on his case. The records are online. Audley Shaw got on his case, and out of his own mouth, him said them shut down the place because them couldn't deal with Audley Shaw. They started proving. And we know that Mark Golden don't even have a house in his name in Jamaica. Mark Golden effectively went and put one whole bag of money in a trust fund, invest in all manner of businesses. Mark Golden hide all the billions that he make out of government corruption. But the other day he came out and he said he was not in the government. But no, he was the one receiving the goods and the spoils from the government corruption. And him hide away all of that, the money there. And then the very OCG that found Mark Golden them guilty of improper and highly irregular practices, in other words, corruption, because them PNP insiders, the same Greg Christie, were just gone He was the one that was on that case, and he put it out there. They were referred for disciplinary action, right? And we don't hear much more about what disciplinary action was taken, and yet the man have the gall to a forward and a talk about corruption, corruption, corruption. So what is happening in the polls right now? It's the net result of the foolish act of thinking that you can win over people, you know, just by accusing the prime minister. So Dr. Nadine Spence, she said, we don't know him. He's not connecting with the people. He does not come across as authentic. And yes, he wants to talk about who was born here and who wasn't born here. But listen, as regular black people, that's why Mark Golding is using white privilege under Sykes, you know. How much of we can come talk about because your family name Spence, or your family name Green or Brown or whatever fancy name they want to hear? How many of us can go anywhere and tell people that on a stage, to tell them that, oh, make you the mayor of Montego Bay because your grandmother did born in Montego Bay? Yeah? Where? Only white privilege alone talk like that, you know? You ever hear no black people come talk about, oh, they want to, you hear black Jamaicans that come talk about, oh, they want to be prime minister because their father was a doctor and a big surgeon back in the day. Yeah? You ever hear regular Jamaican people that talk like that? They want, so ignore the fact that him not have no plans, him couldn't present a proper budget. Ignore all of that. And give him the opportunity, because his father, he wants to make his deceased father proud. Yet, when them snuff out the life out of 44,000 businesses back in the day, him never care about not one single one of them. Because you have to understand that the biggest reason to vote out Mark Golding is the fact that Mark Golding don't care. I'm seeing 185 individuals live, yet I'm only seeing 24 likes. PNP, welcome with a big up on yourself. If the JLP is here, you understand me, make sure you hit the like button. So you heard what Dr. Nadine Spence had to say about him. It's not resonating. Let us hear another commentator. This was Jermaine Barrett. Let's hear what Jermaine Barrett has to say about Mark Golding.
The team that has been put together is not an experienced team. So I've heard people ask the question, no, who in that team is going to be Minister of State and Minister of that? So I don't think people are
Oh, this is Nadine Spence still talking. Let's hear some more of what she has to say, and then we go to Jermaine.
Team that he's putting together, and because of that, I think people are a little bit hesitant about his leadership and what he can accomplish, given this tendency for members of the team to go off script and say some of the most out of context things sometimes. And when these things happen in a team, the leader has to take responsibility. And sometimes I think people think he doesn't have control of his team.
One of the worst things anybody can say about you is that you don't have control of your team. I'm going to play that again. No control.
That has been put together. It's not an experienced team. So I've heard people ask the question, no.
So she's saying that the team that's around Mark Golding, they're not experienced. So you're not going to take a well-oiled machine. You're not going to take a country that is doing well on the world stage from a prime minister that is handling the economy and taking care of the country in the best possible way. You're not going to change that government and invite a less experienced, less knowledgeable team, less capable, less competent set of people to come and take over the country. How would we be thinking? Yeah? When employers need somebody to work and to get a job done, they don't go for the most inexperienced. They go for people with experience, and a lot of times they're willing to pay top dollars to get the best people through the doors because they want somebody that will maintain or increase the standard of performance in their organizations. So him not recruit a good team because Mark Golden only recruit yes man to be around him. We talked about that yesterday. Let's hear what the people are saying in the comments, right? Let's hear what the people are saying in the comments. Let's go ahead and this person not really serious about what they're here for. Richard said getting closer to 63 because that's what JLP running against 63 seat. Not sure if he's responding to somebody right there, so editing. Somebody says shower JLP. We say shower man. 63 seats in JLP hands. That's what would be good. I wish Jamaicans would be smart enough to understand that the more seats we give to the Jamaica Labour Party, it's the better it is going to be for Jamaica. Make sure you hit the like button as we go ahead and we talk through these things. We have Jermaine Barrett. Jermaine Barrett is also going to provide some more information as it relates to what's going on with Mark Golding and why he is losing in the polls. Let's hear from Mr. Barrett right now. You understand?
No, I don't think he should be that the average number. Most Jamaicans rather view him as just performing on an average level. I think by now he should, after 4 years, should most of the sentiment within the public should be in favor of him gaining a far more positive perception amongst people at large. And so it is concerning. And I think what this indicates is that there is not much more that can be had from the current approach of the People's National Party. Again, they just need to do something different, something more, something.
All right, let me play it on a bigger speaker. Let's play it again on a bigger speaker. Let's go back for it.
No, I don't think he should be that the average number. Most Jamaicans rather view him as just performing on an average level. I think by now he should, after 4 years, should be, most of the sentiment within the public should be in favor of him gaining a far more positive perception amongst people at large. And so it is concerning. And I think what this indicates is that there is not much more that can be had from the current approach of the People's National Party. Again, they just need to do something different, something more, something to excite the voters. No, I don't think.
So, in other words, what they've done so far in terms of the accusations of the Prime Minister.
Game of Thrones King's
One
Road
second.
is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play Games.
1 second, fam. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. So, what he's saying is that they've told the lies, them accuse, does just pick up lawsuit for lies and false accusations. We just saw in the news again, Damon Crawford being sued by Desmond McKenzie for lies and accusations. So lawsuits running left, right, and center because maybe because the PNP them always tell lie to the base. You know, they think that they can tell lie now to the entire country and try to win. And they lost their base because of the whole heap of foolishness that goes on in that party, in that the PNP, they've never been about serving the people. It's always been about party politics and using up the country's spoil. So those are the comments. Let's look at what, because we have to find dynamic ways to bring this information. So, you know, the following is the latest Blue Dot polls by Total Tools that shows a plurality of Jamaicans grade the opposition leader's job approval as average. 41% said Mark Golding is average. Yeah? 41 say he is average. That's not good. That's not somebody that is showing strong prime minister potential. That's not somebody that is showing favorability among the voters in any way, shape, or form. Despite Golding's job rating, he's also hit his highest level in 3 years at 27%. 32% of, so he's Only 27% is the best he's ever done, which is not good enough. 32% rated his performance as poor. Yeah? And one of the things that's coming out of all of this is that Mark Golding is not gaining traction among young people. There are a number of articles that came out on this today. So I think we can go to another one. We just saw one a while ago. Let's go to that one. This thing literally jumped off my screen. So one of the news that I want to talk about, seeing that we're still talking about Mark Golding. Something that is in the news today that I didn't put on the thumbnail. Certified public accountant and financial commentator Dennis Chung is to take over the leadership of the Financial Investigation Division. You know, that same body that they wanted the Integrity Commissioner or Kevin Stevens wanted to refer Andrew Holness to, since he was not able to find anything regarding corruption. Now, Chung is said to be JLP aligned. Of course, that's what they're saying. And whether he is or not, we don't care. We hope he is. You understand me? So, a lot of PNP, they are upset when they see this news. They're upset when they see this news, and they say the FID falls under the Ministry of Finance. Chung's appointment is to take effect on Monday, June 2. So the PNP, they are mad on social media because they want to say, oh, he is politically aligned. Yet, they never had any problems when Alun Asamba said that them put them people in them, call it a civic group, put them people all over in all manner of bodies so that they can do their inside job, such as we see what's going on with JFJ, NIA, the Integrity Commission, and the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal. So one thing about PNP, they cannot deal with the very same thing that they do, right? So I don't know the man to be politically aligned in no way, but I like the fact that they are upset. Big up yourself, Mark Stewart. Somebody said our concern should not be about Mark Golding. Let me see what this person is saying. All right, so I'm going to just skip over that one right now, Jamaica. Novlet. So, wise up, Jamaican. Say no to Mark Golding. I like that comment. If you're a Labourite and you're here, please hit the like button. So, a lot of people are, so we have the mixed reaction. Some people are congratulating Dennis Chung, and some people are not. Here, this is what somebody I know. It's like this. Jamaica knows JLP is the better party at this time, but decisions like these, the blatant cronyism that is causing most of us so much hesitation in deciding who to vote for. My goodness, man, enough is enough. I wish this person, you see, I wonder what this person had to say about the Integrity Commission. I wonder what this person had to say when Panton and the rest of them went into Parliament and they basically disrespected the Parliament, because they were called out for the foolishness that they've been going on with. So you don't know. Like when we saw the other day, I wonder what she had to say when we saw that Dayton Campbell's friend was appointed the investigator in the Integrity Commission. I wonder what she has to say, or what she had to say when Alun Asamba, she made her statements. I decided to read it because I want to show you how they want to react. That's why I'm doing the news. I want to show the feedback from every angle. Yeah? So, no, you shouldn't. You should be making your decision based on development. So does this person have any idea what it was living under, a PNP government? Or is this just somebody that is just looking at what's happening right now, not reading, not getting the facts, and believe in the things that the PNP is saying. So we are saying, big up on yourself, comrades, and live with it. And this means that you will not be able to use honorable institutions to carry out your cronyism, the same thing that when I try to accuse the JLP of, the things that when know that it's the nature of the beast called the PNP. So wanna live with it, man. Wanna hit the like button if I'm talking good about what's going on in the news. Bjorn said the PNP party thinks it's the 70s, 90s, and early 2000s when the average voters, mainly PNP, couldn't comprehend anything. Mainly older voters of today. The younger generations can think with their minds. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the younger generations, one of the things that we use to justify that, you know, people, Dr. Andrew Holness, he resonates with the young and not these, and that the young now look on PNP is that Mark Golding have about 49,000 individuals following him on Facebook, and Facebook is said to be an outdated platform. And 49,000, yet we have over 500,000 that follow Dr. Andrew Holness, which means that people are paying attention, young, old. I mean, it's the first in history that we look on the page of a government. Everywhere we look, houses are being given away. Bridge a bill, road a fix, scholarship a give, big hospitals are being built and refurbished. We have health centers going out. People are getting back money in their pocket. Reduction of GCT on light bill. Amnesty to help people who had their water cut off for a certain time. Amnesty for people who've struggled with their property taxes, all manner of taxes, all manner of things. Road a fix, everything is being done in the interest of the common Jamaicans. And a lot of uptown people, a lot of people who used to benefit from the old PNP behavior, the old policies, because the old party politics of the PNP, they are mad right now. We saw where Azan came out and he was like, this is the worst business climate he has seen. Somebody sent it to me the other day. Worst business climate, lying. And that's been debunked. But the PNP, they use the media and they use any forum that they can catch to spread lies and propaganda. And we are at a place in Jamaica now where we're saying no to that foolishness. We want something better. So I want to play something that I wanted to play last night, but I never got the chance to. Hopefully, it not give me no problems right now. By the way, I have hot news I could bring. You know, I have the police report that Lawrence Rowe filed on the people. Let me know. You understand? I said to you, yes, man, may have the report, but I'm not gonna really read that. But tell us, Lawrence Rowe is a very strategic youth, you know. We have the police thing, man. So it's a real thing. You understand me? It's out there. So I want to play. Oh, wait there. I really hit this here, so. You know, I am really something else sometimes, though. I am really, really something else. Oh, no. I ain't said that. I hope I can open this. You know, I go play?
People's National Party. Me want to know how you wake up this morning and decide, say, everything what you see happen in Jamaica. You decide that you want quit from good to bad. You want choose non-progressive to progressive. You want take a man word than take a man evident of what is happening. You want take a man word than a man come and show you something. See it there? See me phone there? But the 12 disciples and the drunken man said, "Me we get your phone, man. Give me some time." I saw the PNP them done some fool, you know. The PNP them done some fool because the drunken man and 12 disciples said, "Me we get your phone and me name the man when me name me a millionaire. Me done make it already. I'm gonna come here for scrape. But me I gonna make sure say you get a phone." While Andrew Holness said, "Here, darling, here is a phone. So this is your choice, PNP." Andrew Holness is giving you it. and the PMP, I promise you it. These are the choices. Andrew Holness is giving you it. And the drunken man and 12 disciples, I promise you it. Which one is valuable? Which one is more valuable? Which one will you take? I know a well-thinking Jamaican will take what is evidently in front of them, and they have it today. Believe it, see it, because it's in front of them. Than take what somebody who has never been in power before as a prime minister. This is a trial for the drunken man. You understand me? I say this will be a trial for the drunken man because he has never been in leadership before. He's an opposition and he's in trial as an opposition. Mark Golden is in opposition and he's still in trial, and the amount of mistake what is a drunken man you make. In a trial as an opposition leader, he can't get it right. He go foreign and tell people say that the media is against him. The media is being paid.
Lie. Lies.
The opposition leader is in trial. Him still learn how to be a leader, and he can't get it right as an opposition leader. You are going to take up yourself and leave the Jamaican Labour Party and go try with a trying man who are trying to be an opposition. Then how the hell will we send Jamaica go? 30 years back? 30 years back? Let me tell you this right now. If you guys love Jamaica, and if you guys mean your children and your grandchildren any good, do not make the mistake of putting in Mark, whatever, Jeff Golden and his 12 disciples, because we will be putting Jamaica 30 years back. You cannot vote and unsure.
Yep. Well said, lady. Try. The drunken man. We're not gonna give away certainty for uncertainty. You make a bag of mistakes, and we cannot afford to go 30 years back due to making a bad political decision. Somebody is saying Gen Z and Gen Y and Gen Z, the young people them, will never give him the country to run. Why are we going to vote for a man who is going to shift his focus back to baby boomers and Gen X? The youths are the future. I like that. This is a very interesting comment right here, because what this person is saying is that they see a visionary leader in Dr. Andrew Holness, a visionary leader that has a plan for young people. You can see it in what's happening at Heart. You can see it in the scholarships. You can see it in all the opportunities to get people upskilled. You can see it in every way, shape, or form. One of the sectors that's employing a lot of young people right now is like BPO, tourism, and we have other things that will be coming. So clearly, this person is seeing the benefits of staying with the government that has a plan. No, I'm glad you raised that point, Dean. Big up yourself for that comment. I'm glad you raised that point, right? Because if you notice, PMP full of unperforming dinosaurs or non-performing dinosaurs. They've been a liability to Jamaica. They have been a bill and a burden on the backs of the Jamaican people. Mark Golden being one of those individuals. And they are the ones who are now coming. So what you really have to right here, so now, Dean, is this is just the newest or the latest version of the old PNP. All them do is they focus on the garrison politics, focus on the poor people, them that they keep poor, and they exploit them for votes. That's what they do. So And them you see in a people comment section trying to act as if they have given people a compelling reason to vote for Mark Golden. So the man is not attracting the younger people. So thank you very much. And I hope that more young people, if we have any more young somebody, any Gen Y and Gen Z, if you're in the building, make sure to go ahead and drop a comment and let us know why you're now going to vote for Mark Golden. And if any of you think you don't have the argument, go ahead and let me know why you would vote for Mark Golden. You can let me know so I'll read it. Yeah? So, thank you, Jamaica 87. Please make sure that you're liking up the live, folks. I'm seeing a lot of new faces over here tonight. And that's something that I appreciate. So, make sure you go ahead and you like up the live. So, Mark Golden attracting the older voters. So, those are the manlyites. Because you know you have a lot of older people who, as far as them concerned, let me just remove this comment right here. All right, if that person loves the steady show so much, they will be back in about 30 minutes or so. They will be back. If they love the steady show, they will be back. All right, let's see who else we got in the comments. Let me see if there's any other comments I may have missed. Yeah, man, so. Yeah, man, we have to put the information out there. Yeah? So, them I get sued for telling lies. They are mad in the media. They're still spreading propaganda every and anywhere. So they're mad because Dennis Chung is going to be out there. They're talking about business climate. So people, just be wise and know what business is to support. Because, any business now we're talking about, business climate is not going on good. They're lying. They're PNP are lying. What they're really saying is that they want. What the man I say, my brethren, Mr. Gray, big of yourself, same way. My brother. You understand me? Welcome to the show. Yeah, man, when they are talk to the people, them. You see me, I say, I'm a real brethren that's in their life, man. So, we have a comment right now, one by one. PNP people think that they can say anything on their political platform and get away with it. Or they think everyone going to turn the other cheek like Dr. Andrew Holness and everything when accuse the JLP of Uno are the ones who are guilty of it. Of course, that's what's happening. That one is in reference to Damian Crawford's situation. So people not playing on games with them no more. Somebody said PNP gone to the dogs. About 5 lawsuits dropped so far. Lawsuits, man. Lawsuits, man, them, man. I will never forget what PNP did to this country. Thank you very much, Owen. And you see, that's why we forward and we talk about it. Let's see what else is in the news. So, the only reason we decided to forward out here, is because we wanted to tell Jamaica that the PNP, Mark Golden, PNP leader, that they can't even show any justifiable reason to have him out here. So as, running to become prime minister of this country, that he's not doing well in the polls. And even where he's doing well, it's not looking good for him. Very, very marginal. So most people say him fall between being poor or average. And that's not, nobody not going to vote for that. You understand? Let's see what else we got in the news. Because we're going to keep it within or under an hour. I can't film my bridging that out there, so with my bridging name, I said that. So guess I'm going to put for my bridging that time out too. We call it after we're done. I saw we do the thing. You understand what I said to you? Over here, so we show JLP enough respect. I'm a real bridging man. You understand me? Now, criminal Mark Golden, we're going to fix your business. Listen, man, we said third term. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. You understand what I said to you? So, my brethren, when we just Well, we just delete a while ago. Give me a call, man, at 876-251-3028. But we show them so we are real bridge. That's how we give problem. You understand me? Don't come on my show, come give me no problem. You hear, youth? But put my bridge in that time out a while ago. But I'm a brother that. You understand me? So let's see what else is in the news. So I wanted to come and talk about that. So you're only attracting old voters, and don't just think because only 50,000 people who follow him on Facebook or whatever. By the way, I should have said that Andrew Holness also has over 700,000 individuals that follow him on Instagram. Yeah, so that is also a good look. So I want to talk about that. We talk about Damian, the people, they're hitting him where that is concerned. What else do we have right here, so? Oh, by the way, let's talk about this. Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man and cherished Jamaican icon, has been officially named Jamaica's global tourism ambassador by the Jamaica Tourist Board. Big up yourself, Usain Bolt. The announcement was made by Director of Tourism Donovan White during JTB's 70th anniversary celebration held Thursday evening at a historic Devon House. I think that came from some of the news, but I want to talk about this. You see how they did try to politicize what happened with SSL the other day and blame Andrew Holness and want to somehow suggest that Andrew Holness has any knowledge or it is his prerogative to go ahead and fix what SSL did when SSL is a private company that didn't do right by Usain Bolt. We are happy to see what's happened. The first indication that we see of something positive was Dr. Andrew Holness being invited to Bolt's dad's funeral the other day. Big up to the Bolts for doing that. So they showed solidarity with Dr. Andrew Holness. And now, even with what he has gone through, he's still being an ambassador because Bolt is a grateful youth. And Bolt said, listen, Jamaica puts me where I am today, and I'm not going to turn my back on Jamaica. So he's still being a global icon for the people. Yeah, he's still being there under this administration. So PNP will lose again where that is concerned. And we are happy to see that that is what is happening. Let us see what else we have in the news. And then we will be done in 7 minutes. Make sure you hit the like button if you have not yet done so. What else we got over here? All kind of things going on under this JLP administration. So, just looking through to see what's going on right here. So, see what else we have. Again, crime is down in Jamaica. Again, well done to JLP government. This year, we are trending towards sub 1,000, and that's a beautiful thing. Last night, if you haven't seen the video, we spoke about Dr. Andrew Holness's ratings at the polls, and it shows that JLP is doing well. But we also want to forward and talk about Mark Golding. You see what I say? This is going to be close to 63 for the JLP. Somebody have Richard, you really have big hopes. Well, we want it to be. I hope people are wising up and that it will be. Delroy Anderson, good night, steady man. If we ever make that mistake and vote for PMP, we can get ready for judgment. Of course, it would be a terrible decision for Jamaica. It's a decision that we would absolutely regret. Yeah. So murders in May. So the month of May, I'm glad I'm strolling. Murders in the month of May are down by 70%, according to Police Commissioner Kevin Blake. Congratulations to the JCF, the security forces, and this JLP administration. Under PNP administration, we thought we would have never seen the day when we see the reduction. Let's hear what is being said right here.
As of today, May 27th, we're seeing 37 murders compared to 110 last year,
Wow.
same time. And what is profound about it is that if you look at the statistics over the last maybe a decade, May has always been a high crime month. We have studied it, we tried to understand what is it that caused May. And so we do a lot of things to try and change that, but nothing changed. But this year we decided that we're going to take a different approach. There are several theories that we had. And so we applied ourselves. I know the work towards it started from as early as February this year in looking at May. And so May last year was 134 murders. And today we are seeing 70% less murders in May.
My goodness, come on. Put show labor rights. If you're a labor rights and you love what's happening right now, you like what the security forces are doing, make sure that you go ahead and you put show labor right. Make sure you hit the like button. That is beautiful. That's miracle. 110 last year May. And you hear what the man say? Traditionally, May has always been a high crime month. And we wonder why, we don't even want to start theorizing because that's a whole different thing. And the month of May comes with so many important days. It's Child's Month, Mother's Day. Come on, help me with it. Child's Month. It's Mother's Day. It's Teacher's Day. It's Labor Day. What else go on in May? Come talk to me, people. All these things usually happen in the month of May. But because the security forces are out there, you heard what he said. So they're looking. I said this the other day. They're using analytics. They're using data. They now are equipped. You see, the reason we couldn't get the crime rate down before under PNP government is that, number one, PNP, they've always aligned themselves with the criminal. We saw JFJ doing it publicly. We saw JFJ not making any public comments on the little girl that was just dirt the other day. You understand me? The JCF acted and that problem has been removed. They're not talking about that. But JFJ, they came out and they protested. And we couldn't even believe them because we saw something came out that suggests that they had to pay people to go out there. So every step of the way, all PNP see is party politics. It is party politics. And just the ability to use the government for personal benefit. Because the PNP have always put the party before the country, and that's not a good thing. Yeah? So, man, that is amazing. So the security forces are doing their jobs. I said this last night, and I'm gonna say it again. All right? I said this last night, I'm gonna say it again. When the crime rate is down and we're seeing such drastic reduction in the crime rate, Mark and him Tapanari's friend them and the elites in Jamaica, the one they want to come take over Jamaica for, them individuals there, them people there, that is not a success story for them because traditionally they are not the ones whose lives are affected by crime and criminals. They are not the ones affected by these things. It's the regular set of people. And as we said, the real fight in Jamaica is to transfer the little that the poor is now receiving under the JLP. They want to go back to the PNP who fool we up until we say them love the poor, but them only give the poor little crumbs, and then the well-off in the country get even more well-off. Yeah? So Jamaica 87, look at this statistic. Jamaica 87 just told us 220 guns found this week. Awesome job. My goodness. 120 guns found this week. And a lot of guns have been found. A lot of shipments have been intercepted. It's been going on all year. And now that the JCF is performing under the JLP because they've been so well resourced and supported by the government. And now that they have the tools, because you have to understand that PNP never did finance or resource the security forces. They never did pay them well for them job. And they weren't giving them the tools to do their job successfully. Yeah? They weren't doing any of that. So as a result of that, the security forces hand them the tie behind them. Now, police stations are built. We have the cameras that they have. We have all manner of equipment to provide intelligence. We have analytics out there. We have all manner of things going on to support the efforts, greater surveillance, and everything. Security minister on the ground, not like Bunting, who cried when he couldn't get the job done, but came out the other day and talked about if him get him job again as security minister. How ridiculous. Yeah? So, folks, those are some of the items I wanted to talk about. Let's see if there was anything else on Nationwide. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the news right now on Nationwide. 225 arms. Thousands of bullets intercepted. Wonder how I bring them in. We don't want no political war such as what happened in the 80s. So I hope that's not what they were trying to bring in those guns for. Yeah? So, and all the people them overseas who are play phone part in sending these weapons, remember, Trump is looking at y'all. Dr. Andrew Holness is working with the international community to make sure that these things stop. So, you better stop it, or you going to find yourself in a big problem. Let's see what else we got. We're getting ready to close down the news reviews for today. Government planning 220 billion investment toward universal water access. Listen, everything is coming. The only thing the PNP can do is talk about, what needs to be better, what needs to be done, yet they have never done anything. So they're clutching at straws right now, but we not really look on them. So PNP bet boss, the people are not saying PNP anymore. And we is a third term labor rights. So family, this has been another episode of Breaking News, where we look at hot topics that's taking place in the politics. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. Let me just get this on the bigger speaker right here. Thank you for joining me. And as I said before, we will continue to bring the message in to the people, because when we cannot get the people live, the information will always be out there. So who not catch it now, they will catch it later. But we will continue. So Jamaica 87, keep up the fight. All well-thinking people, keep up the fight. Keep up the fight for Jamaica. Make sure you hit the like button. Steady family, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for everyone. Thanks to everyone for joining. Have yourself a wonderful night. Steady.